Hey everyone, this is Dylan, and today I'm going to be doing a VHS haul for you guys. So this is actually the last haul that I'm filming, like the day that I'm filming it, but this has some pretty cool stuff in it, so I hope you guys will like it. So this first one is, I definitely haven't seen this actually, but it's supposed to be like a thriller type movie, but this is Single White Female. And I really don't know a whole lot about this, but I definitely think I definitely wanted to check it out. And then this one was really cool. Kind of cool. So I saw it and I was like, oh my god, I gotta get that. And then I brought it home and I watched it, and it wasn't quite what I expected. So this is Nickelodeon Friends Variety Pack. And so essentially what this is, after I started watching it, was a bunch of different Nickelodeon shows and like 5-minute clips from them about friendship. So in this it has the Clarissa Explains It All, Rugrats, Rocko's Modern Life, and Doug talking about the movie, like friendship in it, and then also Ren and Stimpy. And then I looked at the back. Well, before I even watched it, I was checking the movies out, and on the back, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's Ren and Stimpy, and Are You Afraid of the Dark, and Double Dare, and Guts, and The Adventures of Pete and Pete on this tape. And then I realized that these are just other VHSs that you can get, which I definitely wouldn't mind getting this Double Dare Super Sloppiest Moments, because I love Double Dare, and I don't think hardly any of the Double Dare episodes have ever been released on like DVD or anything. Well, I don't think. I have one DVD that has a couple of the Double Dare episodes on it, but that was one of my favorite shows to watch when I was a kid, so I definitely wanted to get some of those. Also, Guts was pretty cool as well. Alright, so then this next one isn't in the best condition, but when I saw it, I thought of Invaders from, like, Space Invaders, and I didn't realize it until, like, probably like a day ago, that this was directed by Tobe Hooper. So, this is Invaders from Mars. It looked interesting. I like kind of spacey type things, so I figured I would definitely give it a shot. This is from a company called Canon, or also Media, I don't know, but I've never quite seen, never heard of it before, but it definitely looked interesting just looking at the back of it. So then this next one is like a thriller, and I almost bought this on DVD once, but lucky I didn't, because this is like you can get it on Blu-ray, and if you don't know, I'm selling a bunch of my DVDs to try to upgrade them to Blu-ray. But this is A Perfect Murder with Michael Douglas, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Viggo Mortensen. And I figured I would definitely give that a shot. So this one, I am not 100% sure, but I think that there was an Aladdin TV show, and I don't assume that it ever got like a DVD release or anything like that, but I saw this and I was like, I should definitely pick this up just in case like it was never released on DVD or anything, so I actually have some of the videos. But this is Aladdin's Arabian Adventures, Creatures of Invention. So this has 2 episodes in it, and the episodes are called Getting the Bugs Out and In the Sands of the Fate. And I'm not super sure if this has, I wouldn't assume that it has Robin Williams voicing the genie, but you never know. So I will watch that at some point. And then this is another one of those ones where I needed something to fulfill my 5 movies, and I couldn't find something, but I definitely wanted to check this out because I grew up with these girls, and I've watched several of their movies, and I don't think I've ever seen this one. Plus, it's worldly, so I really like things that have to do with like the world and like different world cities and stuff outside of the United States. But this is Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen in When in Rome. So they go to Rome, Italy, and I definitely think that that is probably pretty cool, so I wanted to watch that. Alright, so then next up, this is one, and I don't know if it's this one or if it's a different one, and I'll mention it in a second, but this is Lake Placid. So definitely a big crocodile alligator movie. I'm not sure if it's a crocodile or alligator. I think it's an alligator or a crocodile. But I'm not 100% sure if this is the one, but I'm pretty sure Betty White is in one of these. I know Cloris Leachman is in one, but I'm pretty sure that Betty White is in one, so I'm not 100% sure which one that one is. But then this is another one that is pretty cool, and I don't think this has a Blu-ray release in the United States, and I've been looking at potentially importing a Blu-ray of this, but this is House on Haunted Hill. I had returned to House on Haunted Hill, but I am in the process of selling that so I can get that on Blu-ray. But this is House on Haunted Hill, and I look forward to watching that. And then these next three pretty much go together, and actually before I do that, I'll just do this one that's in a clam case, and this is Rugrats Go Wild. So this is the crossover between Rugrats and The Wild Thornberrys, and this is just a fun movie. I grew up with the Rugrats and The Wild Thornberrys, so I will probably end up getting it on DVD at some point, but I wanted to pick it up today. Alright, so these next ones all go together, and I'll show them like individually after I show them to you as a set. So these are all Abbott and Costello movies. And so we have Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, Abbott and Costello Meet Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy. So one of these I've had for a while, so I didn't get it in this haul, but I went to Goodwill one day this past week, and they pulled out a big cart that just had a bunch of VHSs on it, and Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein and Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy were both on there, and I was like, I need to grab these, because everyone says that these are pretty great. So this is Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, and I think that these have crossovers with a bunch of the different Universal monsters, so I don't think that this is totally Frankenstein. I think Dracula also comes into this one, and maybe the Mummy and Wolfman. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. And actually, I didn't know, I have heard the names Abbott and Costello before. I was really only familiar with their one sketch, which was like a baseball sketch, and it was like, what's on first, who's on second, and stuff like that, and they would just go, it was like a circular argument. That's what we learned when we learned about circular arguments in my speech and debate class. We watched their baseball skit with that. But supposedly they are very funny. I actually didn't know that their names were Bud and Lou Costello, or Bud Abbott and Lou Costello, but I definitely look forward to watching that. And then the Abbott and Costello Meet Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You don't really see too much of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde's kind of things, and I'm actually surprised. I'm really surprised that they haven't done like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde remake any recently, or at least in the past 10 to 20 years. But I could be totally missed it, but that is that movie. And then last but not least in this, we have Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy. So I'm actually a big fan of mummies in general. I definitely like Egyptology, and So this is something that I look forward to watching at some point. I have not seen the original Mummy. I haven't seen any of the Mummy movies actually, but I definitely like Egypt. The only Mummy movie I can think of currently that I've ever watched, and it wasn't even a Mummy movie, but it had to do with Egypt and the pyramids and stuff, was a movie called The Pyramids with Dennis O'Hare in it. He played like a archaeologist who like goes into a pyramid and gets trapped in there, and bad things happen essentially. But that is it for this haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this, let me know in the comments below what you like, what you don't like. If anything's worth any money, because a broke college kid needs to know. But that is it. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Bye.